Moises. I am the senior code enforcement officer, and right now is the Bloomington area. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what code enforcement does and what we're doing here in Bloomington. Code enforcement enforces the San Bernardino County codes and ordinances to ensure health and safety issues are corrected and quality of life is promoted for the community of Bloomington. The types of health and safety issues we deal with are sewage calls, open and vacant buildings, occupied structures with no utilities such as no water, no heat. Common quality of life concerns we address are properties with junk and debris, inoperable vehicles, unpermitted constructions, conversions and additions, and illegal or unpermitted land use and zoning violations such as unpermitted truck terminals. Code enforcement works collaboratively with other agencies on a regular basis to further improve the community. Agencies such as the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, Public Works, the Fire Department. We work with them to promote the cleaning up of the community and addressing health and safety concerns. Some of the recent activity that we provided here in Bloomington is we've been actively tagging the commercial vehicles that are using the street to park their semi trucks and trailers. We've been tagging them. We have to give them a 72-hour notice to move the vehicle, but it's been pretty effective. We've been cleaning up a lot of the encampments that have been popping up, primarily around like the Pilot gas station. We get the encampment to leave the area, and then we come in and clean up the trash. We report graffiti, and we usually have that abated by our contractor within a day or two. We pick up tires that are dumped along the roadside, and we do inspections and citations. That's our primary duty. That we do that every day. If you want to contact San Bernardino County Code Enforcement, we have an office that is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's located at 268 West Hospitality Lane in San Bernardino. You can also call them. It's 909-884-4056. And you can also email us. Our email address is codeenforcement@lussbcounty.gov. So if you want to call us, you can email us, you could go to the office, you could let us know what your concern is. If you have something that you want to notify us about and have us take a look at, we can do that. We also have a website, lus.sbcounty.gov/code enforcement. And if you go on there, you can check out a lot of information for different things such as permits, how to file a complaint online, if you get a citation, how to address it, and the different programs that we offer there. Any questions?
Questions from the MAC? Teresa?
The houses that are being demoed across Cast on Harupa right now, are you guys doing any kind of patrolling to see? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know that some of those houses are being ransacked by people, but there's a lot of extra trash in the streets, things just thrown kind of on the curbs, stuff like that. Are you guys going down there at all to kind of check the area?
Yeah, we've actually increased the patrols in there. So we were going around a lot with the cactus and slower when those properties were kind of going through the demo process. We were actively patrolling the area, and we work a lot with Sergeant Diaz on those things. So if we ever see something, we're in communication with them as well immediately. They have my contact information as well, so they'll let me know if there's a concern as well. And we've also been around the Harupa, Linden, Locust areas. All those properties are out as well. Whenever we do see trash, we make a note of it. We come back on the weekends, and we have our weekend work release program. We'll come and pick up all that trash. So we're out here last weekend. We'll be out here again this weekend.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Question in the audience. Roxanne, would you like to ask code enforcement a question?
For now, for a week, we have had to put everything in the refrigeration unit on Cedar Street. That is sick. This is when I'm on my It's the one on the north side of the street. If you could come and look out here, this thing is like coming so up.
Absolutely.
You will not
I'll stop by you and get the address, okay? No problem.
You may have another question?
In the residential area on 9th Street, over there on the other side, is it legal for a semi-truck to park there across the residential area?
No,
Houses on this side and the empty side of the front, and we always have this one trucker that always parks there, and we've already told him it's not, shouldn't park there. He doesn't really live in the house here. He says it's all right for him to park there.
so no, that would not be allowed. So I can get that information from you. We'll address it, okay? All right, no problem. All right, I'll stop by you right now, okay? All right, thank you. Yeah.
Ones before you get away. We talked at the last meeting about code enforcement coming with statistics of how many open cases they had and what type. We know they can't identify particular properties. But, if you could give us, bring information as to how many open cases we have and what type, whether truck yards or, street vending or whatever the case may be, it'd be helpful for the community to know. And I think it'd be helpful for you guys so the community knows what you are doing. And it's not just one or two cases. I know you have several hundred probably open at one time.
Right.
So if we could get those statistics, that would be great. We used to get that stuff. And somebody brought up Pilot, and I want to talk about that a little bit because I don't live too far from there, nor do several people that are in the room. And they are constantly in violation of their conditions of approval. They're allowed 20 trucks on site. I've seen as many as 40, 43 there. They're not allowed to idle more than, I believe, 5 minutes. They idle for long periods of time. They're not allowed to be there for more than 2 hours. They stay, and they're not allowed to stay overnight, and they do both of those things. So I'm not sure, what code is in a position to do about that, but they've completely violating their conditions of approval. And I know it's creating quite a bit of heartburn in the community, especially for those that were against the project to begin with. So, if code enforcement could appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. We could take a look at the CUP and see make sure that they follow all the conditions to be in operation. And I know that Guillermo Morales mentioned the thing about the stats that you brought up too, and he was speaking with Ignacio there, just thinking about putting that together for the next meeting. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank
The black one. Okay, we'll take care of that. I know which one you're talking about, so we'll be sure to address that. All right, thank you. Thank
Real
you.
quick, are you going to be here available after the meeting
Yeah,
to
I'll
answer
be here.
questions?
I'll be
Okay,
hanging out in
all
the
right.
back.
If anybody else has questions for code, he's going to hang out after the meeting. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next presenter is Colton Joint Unified School District, Board Member Israel Fuentes, representing the community of Bloomington.
Thank you, Vice Chair Grosich. Ladies, thank you for the opportunity every time to come up here. Just wanted to share a couple things here real quick. You all know, my name is Israel Fuentes. I am a trustee for the Bloomington area for the Colton Joint Unified School District. On October 25th, if you want to put this, write this down, at 10 a.m. at Joe Baca Middle School, we are going to have our community cabinet. So everyone's invited to come out to the community cabinet. We'll showcase our students and the activities that are going on in our elementary schools, our middle schools, and our high schools. And we are going to have our students out there showcasing. And there'll be some special guests. And then, of course, our superintendent, Dr. Frank Miranda, will be speaking to the community cabinet. So, October 25th, 2023 of this month, 10 a.m. at Joe Baca Middle School, our community cabinet. Also wanted to share that some of our students from Bloomington High School are going to get the opportunity to meet Jose Hernandez, the first Latino astronaut. And I think they did a movie on him called A Million Miles Away. A Million Miles Away. So we have some of our students from Bloomington High School that are going to be heading out to meet Jose Hernandez, the first Latino astronaut. Also, it is going to be open to the public. This will be at Valley College. on October 12th in room B100 at 9 a.m. So if you want to get out there and meet the astronaut, he'll be at Valley College October 12th in room B100 at 9 a.m. But like I said, some of our students from Bloomington High School will have an exclusive VIP meeting with him and ask him questions. And I think from some of our other high schools, Grand Terrace High, Colton High, Slover, and Washington. October 12th, B100 at Valley College at 9 a.m. And if you need information about our school district, you can go online to Colton Joint Unified School District. Look us up or Google us, or you can do www.cjusd.org and you'll find us on the website. And also, if you need information about your student or anything, please go to your local school and they will be happy to help you. If for some reason they don't, give me a call. So I know how many of you have my number, but if you don't, this is my number, 909-664-7726. Once again, that's 909-664-7726. So that's all I have. Any questions today?
Any questions from the MAC?
Good question. I think it's October 20. Give me 1 second. I'll look at my calendar. I know they changed it. Gonna be homecoming, Colton. Oh wow. We'll talk more about that later on. Let me know. Information about the homecoming. You line up if you want to participate in the parade too, and just let them know that Mr. Fuentes allowed you to be part of it. So we'll meet at Colton Middle School at 4:30 a.m. PM. Excuse me. Any other questions?
Good, thank you, Board
All right,
Member
awesome.
Fuentes.
And
Appreciate
I'm
your
gonna
time.
have to leave a little early. I'll stay as long as I can. Bloomington High School has a choir performance this evening, and so I'm not singing. I can sing, but I'm not staying. No, I'm kidding. Have a
Very
great
good, thank you. Thank you, Board Member. Our next presenter is County Fire Department. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Battalion Chief Mike Westfall here, assigned to the Bloomington area. I oversee all of the valley here in Fontana and Bloomington. Quick update. I know I had briefed you guys quite a few months ago on a project we're doing at the fire station as far as security goes. We had approached the county and Supervisor Baca to see if we could get some money to secure the station better because we were having break-ins primarily from transient activity. So we proposed to do a security gate all the way around as well as security lighting. It's a fairly large project, so it had to go through the project management division of the county and to get approved. It's all been approved and the contractor has been awarded the bid. And so now they're going to issue the PO, so it should start. I don't have a time frame, but at least the process is now going forward with the contractors. So they'll have security gates and lighting around the fire station to keep the break-ins from happening again. So that's good news. And I wanted to invite you guys. This is going to be, it's Fontana's open house for their fire stations. But since Bloomington and Fontana, we work so closely together and it's all county fire. And a lot of the responding off at the open house are what would respond here as far as we're going to be having our hazardous materials team, our heavy rescue team. We're also bringing out our wildland division, their bulldozer that they use on wildland fires, as well as their hand crews. And then we're going to have activities for the kids. And it's actually a joint public departments also doing it simultaneously. So that'll be on October 14th from 9 until noon. It'll be located at Sierra and Arrow where the library is, all that area. It'll encompass our fire station, the police station. And we encourage everyone to come out even from Bloomington because Bloomington Fire Station responds into Fontana and Fontana responds into Bloomington, and we're all under the same division. So everyone's more than welcome to come out and see the open house and see what we have on display. And that's the end of report for me, unless anyone has any questions.
No, thank you, and congratulations on your.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
Special districts, Aaron?
Good evening. Can't believe it's October already. Okay, things are going well at both Kessler and Iowa Park. Proud. Growth is growing at a high rate. We're super excited. Both construction projects are going very well down at Kessler Park. They're starting to make a whole lot of more noise and a lot more mess, it's exciting and trying at the same time, but the contractors are working well together as they work hand in hand. And we're off to a good start and running, and we expect to be finished on time. No real issues to report that. It'll be interesting this weekend as fall baseball gets going, so down at Kessler Park, as well as our fall youth soccer program in the evening. So Kessler Park will be quite busy throughout the entire day. So excited to get the fences up. We've had a couple disturbances over the last couple of nights down there. Can't say enough about the wrought iron fencing project that's going to be going around the entire park. Never going to be so excited to lock a gate. So that hopefully that'll deter and protect the investment that the county, the supervisor's office, and that the public is putting into it. So we're super happy and super excited. We've lost a lot of parking on the Harupa side for the construction. Let the public know that if you're going to be accessing the park, either in the equestrian arena of the parking lot, so there will be handicap parking on that side. So as courtesy of special districts and project management for seeing that. So that'll be a huge help for the access on that side of the park. It's a little crazy for families if they have little Johnny on field and big brother Dave on field 3 or 4, because you just can't get there. It's quite the task to get from one side to the other, and it comes with the price of doing business, I guess, and getting this done. But it's doable, but it's not as simple as it will be or it has been in the past. So again, the main thing there is that we can accommodate the folks that need ADA requirements or whatnot. So lastly, and not by any means least, like a huge thank you to the IDI Corporation. They're going to help us with the equestrian area bathroom project. The ones that Dave Jane used quite frequently for his events. They will have the whole bathroom and kitchen up and running in back its functioning manner before his event on October 28th. And the county, Bloomington Park and Recreation, and most of all me, Aaron Spear, are super thankful and super excited to have a partner that's able to help us streamline some things and get this done in a lot less expensive and a lot quicker process than we normally can do. So we're super grateful for that. So thank you. Our senior nutrition program continues it's kicking butt. It's doing really good. There's a food option Monday through Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there's a lunch. They're averaging between 40 to 60 people at lunch, which is super awesome. They have 2 bands on Wednesdays and Fridays. So it's quite the party up here at Ayala Park from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock on the weekdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they offer a healthy breakfast. So you get 3 lunch options and 2 breakfast options. So it's a great partnership with DOS and the FSA organization for serving seniors. So we're super excited. To piggyback on that, DOS has found a Tai Chi instructor. So on Wednesdays here at Ayala Park at 10 o'clock, they'll be offering Tai Chi for seniors absolutely free. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of good stuff in that deal. So a lot of good stuff all the way around. We're so busy. It's hard to keep up and remember all the cool things that are happening around here. So Why I have to keep looking at my phone. The big thing for us and we're super excited the sad part about the construction at Kessler Park is the Olive Branch, along with the Little League, they can't function as they normally will. So the Olive Branch will be partnering with Bloomington Recreation and Park District to do our trunk or treat program up here at Ayala Park. It'll be Saturday, October 28th from 5 to 8. It's going to be a really busy night here. We're looking for trunks. We're looking for candy. There's going to be lots of blow-ups, a corn maze, vendors, all types of fun stuff. So this place will be rocking that night, and we're super excited to partner with the Olive Branch. And it's going to be a great event as it has been in the past. So super excited. Lastly, we have our youth soccer program that's going. It's going quite well. It's about mid-season now. We should finish up early November, and then it's on to Thanksgiving and Christmas. With that, any questions? Okay, you guys have a great night.
Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for the great work you're doing in special districts. We appreciate that. Next up, I'm remiss in we have the Sheriff's Department, Sergeant Ruiz and deputies.
Good evening, everyone. Great to see you guys again. Like Aaron said, I can't believe it's already October. It's gone by fast. So for us, it's been a busy month, as it always is. I can't think of a month where I've thought of saying, oh, it's been an easy month. I wish I could, but that's not the case. So here we are. So I want to talk about all the great things that we've been doing out there on the streets, a lot of it in Bloomington, and we'll go from there. Eventually, you guys will get to meet Corporal Bustamante, Deputy Bogus. They're wearing the black and green SMASH uniform. I think I've explained that before. San Bernardino County, we have our gang unit, and it stands for San Bernardino Movement Against Street Hoodlums. So if you guys have been seeing a lot of stuff on the in the valley, all the hot spots, San Bernardino, some Rialto, Fontana, they've been targeting specific houses where gang members have illegal guns, assault rifles, ghost guns, fentanyl, methamphetamine, stuff like that. And they've been doing a lot of arrests. They did one last week. We have another one coming up. Up in the desert, so you guys will hear about that. Getting back to Bloomington events, I'm going to talk about a couple. We don't have access to the exact stats for the reports. Our computers are still down as far as that, but they usually average about the same stuff we've talked about before. I want to talk about not stuff that really comes from computer stuff that I've been there with these boots and at a business in Bloomington, somewhere off of Cedar and 14th, a business where it was broken into at night. Deputies got there so fast, because we have Bloomington deputies now, that the car used to break into this business was still there running. However, at night, they can hear our engine. So as soon as they hear those engines, they know it's a police car. This person hopped a couple walls, hid down. We got the helicopter up. Didn't find them initially. We're not going to stop. We recovered stolen property from the vehicle, towed the vehicle, processed the vehicle, figured out who drove it, figured out where he was, wrote arrest warrants, tracked him down all the way in Riverside. Tracked him down, arrested him, arrested his partner, recovered additional stolen property from other businesses through other cities, other counties. And so they're sitting in jail waiting to go for case. I want you guys to know, you guys are in Bloomington and you have a lot of resources that we put into. We're not going to stop. We don't stop. And we'll get them. We have a very high success rate of solving crimes, making arrests. I'd say it's up in the high 80s, 90s. So that was one of them. We've been having a lot of issues with homes in Bloomington that are getting demolished, waiting to be demolished. We've been getting a lot of criminals from other cities, other counties. Somehow criminals talk to each other. So word gets out there. There's a lot of homes out in Bloomington that are waiting to get demolished. However, there are some homeowners, elderly. You get criminals that go in the middle of the night, kick in their door. Homeowner comes out scared, and they've injured a couple of them. Luckily, not bad where they've been killed, but they've injured them. And anybody that injures anybody in our city, we'll go after them, and we did. So on this particular one, it was a residence in Bloomington. Couple was away on a trip. Their house was broken into. Alarm company called. We got the call. Deputies got there super fast. And I think we wrangled up probably around 6 of them. 6 with the victim's property loaded up in a stolen truck. Detained them, same thing, processed the vehicle, identified everybody who was involved. The last one that somehow got away, him down, and he's also in there as well. Another couple was out running errands, came back home. Elderly gentleman, the homeowner, walks up to his driveway and he sees a female going through his garage with his belongings. And he asked the female, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Oh, I know the owner. He gave me permission to go to the owner." So as he's to get his property back, male comes out of his home and hits him with a brick, right? Luckily, it too bad. We got the call. You guys might have seen the helicopter flying around during the day. We shut down the school. We got a tracking hound, tracked the scent from the point where they dumped the stolen car to the place where he jumped in a vehicle. Identified who they were, who the female was, who this guy was, wrote arrest warrants, and we located them several days after. We located him in Riverside, hiding. We went after him, and they're currently sitting in jail. So that's the type of stuff that we're out there doing. If you see a helicopter and us shutting down the street with a dog, that's the type of stuff. If it's a missing kid, an elderly, that's what we're doing. That's what we did last week, and that's where we're at. A couple other highlighted cases that are very important that relate to businesses and residents in Bloomington. And I'll let Corporal Bustamante explain that in a minute. We've been investigating a lot of road rage type of assaults. A lot of them, not a lot, some near Cedar Valley, Cedar, Slover. It takes a while. So if you get stuck there, be patient. We've come across investigations of road rage where they just start racing each other, and from there it turns into one guy pulling out a gun, getting out of the car, firing at a vehicle, to just straight ramming the other car just for nonsense. They've collided with each other. Turns into a straight gun battle. CHP respawns and they call us and we go out there. So that type of stuff. Just be patient. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, mostly in LA County. Zero bail, stuff like that. It's not over here, and we want to keep it that way. There's a lot of things that we do not have control over. However, we're not going to stop. We're going to do whatever it takes, whatever resources we have to use to handle cases like that. There are a lot of felons out there on the street that should be in prison We don't have any control of that. We get residents who take it out on us, and we understand, but once we explain that, we don't have anything to do with the judges giving them breaks to the sentences that they may released, and so on and so on. We don't have control over that. However, we're not going to stop. We've been doing a lot of projects with Moises, code enforcement, all of his people. It's pretty sad that we have to talk about, putting heavy duty gates around parks, heavy duty gates around the fire department buildings. That's ridiculous. But all of that boils down to what I'm talking about. That area where they have their fire station. We've done many projects where we've gone out there and cleaned up abandoned trailers, transient stuff, and that's what they're going to get into in a minute. Right now at our station, we have 2 brand new deputies. You'll see them down in your area soon. These brand new deputies, one of them grew up in Fontana, went to Fontana High School. The other one up in Bloomington. Have gone to school in Bloomington, became an explorer through us. Now he's out there. You'll see him. Deputy Bogus here grew up in Bloomington. So she does a lot of great things. You'll see her out there. The last thing that I'll get into is all the community events that you guys do, and we appreciate it. We're looking forward to being a part of all of those, as many as we can. We thank you guys for being patient with us. Just have stuff. We'll be out there. Okay. Before I turn it over to Corporal Bustamante and Deputy Bogus, any questions for me? Ma'am? Yes. Mm-hmm. Right.
So there's some kind of process we have to go through to try to get this done. We got to know what we got to know something else. No, we had first when we started dating, we had so we kind of figure out these options. Because of the way we do and people don't know because we find out what our people do. So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So my problem is now, there's still ways to do that. And we stop these stuff. And we know that everything is still good. So the process you want to take, or you've done something.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, ma'am. I understand what you're talking about. I understand the area. I've worked Bloomington at night during the day. I hear what you're saying. There's a certain process, and I'll let the nice lady explain that. However, a lot of things have changed. A lot of departments got minimized. Highway Patrol got minimized. I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just telling you that it is what it is. If there's ever any issue where if it's an emergency, obviously it's 911. If it's non-emergency, something like that, feel free to call our public dispatcher, and it's 909-829-7311. Place a call. It's going to get tracked. All the statistics, this nice lady will explain all that. Sometimes depending on the time of the call, if it's on a Friday night, Saturday night, and we're dealing with a party where they've had a shooting, and then we get a call like that, obviously it's gonna have to wait. I'm not making excuses, I'm just saying that's a possibility. But yeah, there is a certain process, and if you want to explain that, ma'am? Does that answer your question for now, ma'am? Okay, we're not brushing you off. We get you, okay? We're gonna do whatever it takes to go through the process. Anybody else? No?
Hello.
I'm gonna have Corporal Bustamante come up and talk about a couple of important cases. I'm sorry, ma'am.
No, you're totally fine. I was just going to repeat the information on the mic because when for the recording, sometimes if I'm just projecting, you guys can hear me, but the recording won't catch it. So I'll go ahead and I'll give you my contact information. That way you can go ahead and send me the specific streets, and then we'll make sure to connect Public Works, CHP, and Sheriffs. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name's Adrian Bustamante. I'm a detective with Montana Station. First of all, thank you for having us, and thank you for bringing those issues up to our attention. We're constantly fighting an uphill battle, unfortunately. A lot of the things that we have to react to are unfortunately reactionary, and that's a trend that's coming up. A lot of they have those like street parties where they'll do burnouts and stuff like that. We are aware of it. Unfortunately, but sometimes by the time we do get there, they're already gone. But the biggest thing I can preach to you guys about that is, we really rely on you guys more than anything. Community involvement, sharing information with us. Even if you think that the call is going to get passed off, a documented record of it is collected every time you guys call us, and it helps us tremendously. If you can get plates, or if you have a Ring camera or cameras on your property, always be willing to share that stuff with us, because sometimes that could lead to an arrest or some sort of investigation that could hopefully resolve that matter. We try to be as proactive as we can. We're implementing a whole bunch of new tactics and stuff. Our captain at Montana Station has been great about getting us resources. We have new surveillance tactics that we're out utilizing, and that's been very helpful. Just in a recent case, we had an RV who was parked at an intersection off of Valley. The RV had been there for almost 3 years, I believe, based on information we had. 3 years is a long time, and they were they're legally parked there, but they were just selling drugs out of the RV. And within, I believe, 2-3 houses from them, they had a related shooting where a gentleman got shot right in the top of the forehead. Fortunately, he survived. But, we go there with the expectation to hopefully resolve that matter. And the only thing that really helps us is information from neighbors or cameras. A lot of people in those areas aren't always willing to give us information. But us noticing that problem, we were able to conduct some surveillance, noticed a lot of hand-to-hand drug transactions, and we were able to get that RV out of there with the occupants inside, and they all went to jail for selling narcotics. So things like that, we're aware of them. Just keep bringing them to our attention. The community really is our biggest ally. The more information you can document and share with us, the more pieces of the puzzle it helps us put together in the long run for an investigation to help solve your guys' issues. So with that, we just continue. Hey, like Sergeant Reese said, be patient with us. We are out there. We are trying. We do get handed a few bad cards sometimes. We recently just got body worn cameras. So those have been a tremendous success so far. We have a lot of new things that are coming up to date with our department. But like I said, our biggest ally is the community. So if you guys have issues, your areas, I always recommend call, try to get as much info as you can, even writing a plate down to share it with us. It helps us tremendously because it helps us follow up, and that usually leads to something good. So with that, that's all I pretty much have. I'll pass it over to my partner, Sonia Boggist, great deputy, hopefully soon to be promoted, I would hope. We're trying to get her there, but she works her tail off. She's a great deputy, a great resource. She grew up in the Bloomington area, so she kind of tells me what to do, to be honest. Yeah, I'll turn it over to her. Thank you.
Good evening. Just to give you some information on a recent event that we had, we are currently investigating a case that involves two unknown male subjects that broke into a vehicle and stole it at a storage facility located on Valley. These subjects actually drove the vehicle to Kessler Park and tried to break into a storage facility. Right now, we have some promising leads, and we hope to have those two in custody soon. As far as any other cases, we still try to do our best to investigate, to have on our plate. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Any questions?
Thank you for looking into that. We appreciate that and everything that you guys do. And we really appreciate you guys working so hard. And I know it can be frustrating sometimes. Maybe we don't appreciate it as much, that you're out there listening to live every day for our community, but we do appreciate everything you guys do.
Yes, I want to say, yeah, we really appreciate that. We did see, we have been at Kessler the majority of the time. We spend a lot of time there now, and we've seen a lot of what you all are doing out there in the community. Yeah, we've seen it. We've been caught in the traffic of it. We're like, oh, they're taking care of business. We saw also at Kessler when the sheriffs came out and they got one of the people that was involved in one of the break-ins, and she was arrested there at the park as well. So we do see the work that you all are doing out there. We appreciate it very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Sergeant Ruiz for the thorough presentation as usual, and also for bringing the various deputies out that are out and active in the community, so you get the opportunity to interact with the residents. And it's really important that they get to see your faces out there and know that there's things going on in the community and protection, for what's happening here in town, that you guys are out there with your eyes and ears and looking to see and stop criminal activity. So thank you. Thank you all for everything you do. It's somewhat of a thankless task anymore for law enforcement, but I know it's definitely appreciated here in Bloomington. So thank you.
On the storage facility, is that in regards to the Olive Branch storage?
Yes.
Okay. It's the same ones? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Our last presentation of the evening is Board President Greg Young from West Valley Water District, and I'll note a Bloomington resident.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. So I just want to just kind of touch on a couple exciting bits of news which the district received in the last couple months. So I've been on the board now for 8 years, and I've kind of been championing improving our financial processes at the district. It's not just me, it's a whole group of people, but certainly it's been a real big point of contention for me when I first got on the board, just trying to improve our transparency and also our financial position, because a healthy district financially is one which doesn't need to raise its rates. And as most of you might remember, I kind of ran on that platform, and we've kept your rates low now for the last 7 years. We haven't had to raise rates. Not sure if we'll be able to keep it that way forever, but I'm still pretty happy about that. But I did want to report a few weeks ago, we found out that we received the Certificate of Achievement in Excellence in Financial Reporting from the Government Finance Officers Association, the GFAO. This is our 12th year in a row of getting this award, so we were very pleased about that. And that's actually on the heels of a much bigger award that we got from the exact same organization, and that was the Triple Crown for financial reporting. So it's I know Triple Crown, you probably think like the horse races, but I guess they have a version in the finance world, and it's a very prestigious thing. So there are 3 different awards which you can get for your financial reportings, and they are, I'm just going to read them here just so I get them right here. So it is it's for the excellence in the Popular Annual Financial Reporting Award, and then finally the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. We won all 3 for all 3 of those areas in the year 2021. And so we were just announced to having won this Triple Crown Award. And just to understand how prestigious that is, there's only 331 organizations in the entire United States and Canada who have achieved all 3 in the same year. So little bitty West Valley here in Bloomington, Rialto actually is a Triple Crown Award winner for its financial reporting. So I just wanted to really highlight that for everyone, just so you can understand just some of the fantastic things that our financial team has been doing to really kind of improve our processes and to be more transparent about where the district is financially. So really just my hats off to my team, and I just kind of really wanted to share all that news because I know sometimes it doesn't always make it out into the world, but we are very, very excited to have won the Triple Crown by the Government Financial Officers Award there. So, yeah. And otherwise, just to continue, please try to conserve water as usual, but we're kind of going to start going into the rainy season again. So hopefully we'll have another wet year, which we could really use. And I'd just be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, any questions for the board president? No? Okay. Greg just wanted to compliment you guys. It's good news from West Valley. You know, I know the district went through quite a period of turmoil several years ago, and it's just great to hear that you know, the board is doing well and we're making positive news and not negative. So congratulations to you and the board and all your staff.
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we're moving along to informational presentation, Bloomington Roadwork Improvement Project Update. That's going to be presented by Bob Vizzuto. Good evening, Bob.
Good evening. Thank you. I'm here for my monthly update on the roadwork project. The site prep, as you noticed, has begun in September, and it's going to continue, and it shouldn't affect any residents or traffic. But if it does and you have any issues, noise, dust, anything, let us know. The information we have posted around the site, so you can get a hold of us, email, phone, anyway. We're happy to take care of any issue you have. The second thing is there's going to be some off-the-shoulder work along Locust between about 8th and 11th Street, roughly right around in there. And that shouldn't affect any road work. I mean, the roads are still active. It's not going to affect anybody. There'll be some work kind of adjacent to the road. But like I said, that should have no effect on the traffic or the residents or anything. And then finally, it looks like late 2024 in the first quarter, probably around March, we might begin, we're shooting to begin Europa Avenue. So that will put a road closure in. And in addition to that, we've met with and will continue to meet with the residents whose homes are going to be affected and that are directly impacted. So that's kind of our activity that Jessica and myself and our team has been going to. Whoever's been going to be directly affected, it's mainly a couple of people, mainly the people that are on Europa and some of the people that are on a few corners that we have to put the handicap access upgrades in. And so you can see that's basically the highlight of what I just mentioned, and there's all my contact information. So if anyone has any questions, I'll be here after, or you can ask me now or whatever. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Any questions from Mr. Vizzuto or from the residents? Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, our next item this evening is approval of minutes from September 6, 2023. A little typo there. Can I get a motion, please? Okay, we have a motion to approve. Second, okay. All in favor? Aye, okay. It's unanimous. Moving along to public comment. If you'd like to make a public comment, please fill out our little card here. And we'll take your public comment for 3 minutes. Our first presenter, Dave Jane. Dave?
Hi, everybody. Hey, there's a few complaints. I want all you guys to try to help us get it done. We need Joe Baca's office to help the homeless women in this town. There's 37 families in our area that are homeless that need places to stay. And that's not right. It's not, especially with kids. They got to drive their kids to San Bernardino to school. They haven't got no gas to go anywhere. But we need to get a hold of Joe Baca to get on the state of California, and I know he done it, or not him, but the Board of Supervisors sent $4 billion back up there. They're bringing in people from Los Angeles to be in our buildings right behind you. When we get women and children out there, and it's not right. It's really not right for all of us to see that. I mean, I got 4 right there right on Stater Brothers on the Arrow. 4 families every morning are in their car wiping themselves down to get ready to go to school. And it's sad. It's really sad. Okay. Now I'm done with that. But guys, we got to do something. Our gas station code enforcement need to get on the Valley Linden or whatever this is over here that's got that gas station. It's been there for 100 and some odd years. They need to tear it down in front of that post office. The county's been sued and they lost the lawsuit. We need to try to get it closed down. You got homeless living in it. And you're going to put a motel right across the street? That's not right. It's not. And we got our bed tax we don't get anymore for our nonprofit organizations. We don't get that no more. Sierra Crossing used to give us thousands and thousands of dollars. We don't see that no more. And I know they're getting it. They got to give it. It's right there in their contract. I mean, I speak to Josie Gonzalez, okay, a lot. And she tells me a lot of stuff that's really going on. It hurts her heart to see this place falling down because it's falling. It's falling hard. Our warehouses, this man right here is improving a lot of streets. He's working his tail off and he gets shut down. Our other one was a man that was here last meeting, told us that he give free food to that guy down on Cedar Avenue to give the homeless. A girl went down there last week, got the food, $50. It was supposed to be free. $50. He's charging for that food that's given to them for our homeless people in our town. And I don't know what we can do, but we need Joe to get out. He's the one that's got the power to do it. Okay? I mean, I keep preaching and preaching every meeting. Guys, this is my love right here at Bloomington. I know I live in Fontana, but I was annexed. Okay? It wasn't my fault. It's the city of Fontana's fault. But this is my hometown. I owned a lot of acreage and a lot of land in this town. And it breaks my heart to drive down the street and see this stuff happen. Okay? Guys, we got to try to figure it out. I remember the MAC board was 165,000 people in this room. You know, there were lots every meeting, but we see less and less because they're selling our houses out. Because they're selling us out. I want to thank Aaron for working on my building over there in Bloomington. He's getting that ready to go for me. I want to thank this young man right here and Open Construction Company for going to donate a tent for us, for our kids. We need another tent for 100, what is it, 40 by 40? 20 by 20? 20 by 40. We need another tent, 20 by 40, so we can find that. But these people already stepped up and was going to pay for the one and take care of that one. And my thing is October 28th for all these handicapped kids. I'd like to see Mr. Baca out there. He needs to come and see how the eyes of Bloomington people care about these young kids. Because really, it's to my heart. And I'm not going to be around very much longer. I'm not getting up there in age, guys. But we need the younger people to help. You guys, and I know the MAC board's got a hard job. They listen to all these complaints. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But we got to have a supervisor that's got to tell people where to get. No. We don't need no more warehouses. No. Okay, my riding trails are all gone now. Okay. All right, guys. I'm sorry, but I have to feel about it. And we all got to stay on the same page. Same page.
Okay, Dave, thank you. The big man with a big heart. Appreciate your comments as always. Before we move along, any other public comments? Okay, seeing none, we're going to move along to discussion items. Old business. MAC members, any old business? Okay, I have one thing I'd like to bring up. So between this meeting and the last meeting, we were going to have a code enforcement meeting, which apparently nobody was aware of until the last minute. But I would like to ask the MAC and staff, could we make a permanent appointment to this ad hoc committee besides myself? Because it's kind of unwieldy to have, well, somebody might call in, or this one might call in, and that one might not call in. But if either one of you two would like to volunteer on this ad hoc committee with me and Steph, it would be a lot better than just kind of throwing it open, hoping somebody's going to come, or maybe everybody comes, and then we have a Brown Act situation. So I don't know if it's something we can do. So this meeting, just this person would show up, or maybe that person would show up, but can't we just appoint another person if we can, one of our two?
Yeah, if you ladies are okay with being appointed permanently, that's up to your discretion. But if not, we can just go ahead and create a schedule and then get it approved for next meeting, and then move forward and make sure that we follow that specific schedule.
MAC members, do you have any take on that? Do you want to leave things as is, or would somebody like to accept a appointment, or do you want to move it to the next
I think that
meeting?
we need to get a hold of Stephanie first and figure out what's happening first. I think that would be the proper channel to go.
Yeah, and I'm not saying replace her. I'm just saying we need a third party.
Person, are we allowed to do that?
No, we can only have two. But if Stephanie will not be attending, we can appoint a third person and then just make sure that only two will be in attendance.
Well, we'd have two and an alternate
Yeah.
in case
Okay.
one can't make it.
So then, did you want to discuss who the third person would be then? Would you guys be okay being one of them, or would you like to wait for Diane and Anna to be here?
When's the next meeting? Is it before the next MAC meeting, or?
It will
after?
be, yeah.
It would be.
It's correct. The last Monday of the month is the way it's set
Yeah,
up right now.
it's the week before.
26th, I believe.
Mhm.
And if you want to leave it alone, I'm fine.
I
It's
would
just-
leave alone until we talked with Diane, because she is the chair. I
Okay.
feel like maybe we should.
So then,
her.
Gary, for this.
Maybe we can agendize it. for
Yeah,
next
Yeah,
meeting.
that sounds
for the next meeting.
Okay, I'll make sure to make note of that.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, no other old business to attend to?
No.
Okay. Our new business tonight is approval of the 2024 Bloomington MAC meeting. So do you have any comments on the dates that were given? Which is typically obviously the first Wednesday of each
Yeah,
month.
I think that's great. So on the back of your agenda, they did put for next year, because we were reaching out on social media, and there was some comments of people saying they didn't know when the meeting was, although we do have it the same day every month. But this is very helpful for those who might just need that little reminder of the actual date. So thank you for doing that. We appreciate it.
Okay. My only question would be the night before the 4th of July, Wednesday the 3rd. That's typically, often we've gone dark in that month, but once again, it's up to the MAC.
Mhm.
It's one night before the 4th. I don't know what the attendance would be.
Right. I know in July, that's the month that I'm not here because of tournaments. So I know I won't be here. So I
Okay,
would
well-
probably stick with our schedule and going dark, if that's okay with the supervisor.
Well, I
Go-
think they're looking to us for,
Yeah.
Go dark in July.
Okay, so is that, the
We can
three of
approve
us,
the
is that
changes.
enough for consensus to go dark then on July 3rd? Okay.
Yeah, we can go ahead and approve the changes.
Okay, moving along then, we'll go to community events. I know Dave has an event. You mentioned it. You want to talk a little bit further about it, Dave? It's a big one.
Kessler Park. We put handicapped kids and challenged children on horseback. We'd love to have everybody show up. It's free lunch. Okay, it's done by the Clampers. The Rangers are coming with all their horses, and we'll have horses. Last year, we did 200 people there on horseback. This year, I expect it a little bit bigger because I got a few more calls coming in, and they're calling us left and right. The sheriff's department will be there. I guarantee you, because the sheriff told me the other day that they would definitely be there with flying colors. Okay. So anyway, that's my big event. Thank the Open Construction Company. I really appreciate them stepping up to the plate. Those guys did a good job. Aaron, he did a good job. He's doing our building, getting that up. I'd like to see Mr. Baca there for sure, because it's a big event and it's kind of nice to have some uppy ups to see what we do in Bloomington. Cindy works her tail off, and we can, we'd love to have every one of you there. Okay. Angela, she does a little causes.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Any other community events? Angela, I believe you have one coming up.
You. So as you know, we'll be partnering up with Parks and Recs for our trunk or treat this year until we can get back home to Kessler. And then let's see, we have our women's event. This is our 3rd annual women's event. So that's going to be here October 15th, the next Sunday. The time was again 1 to 5. I think it was 1 to 5, I think. So we're preparing for that. So it's been a lot of preparations going on for that. It's going to be a great time. It was last year. I didn't get to be here. I had an emergency, but Teresa and everyone did an amazing job. So come out, ladies, come out, bring some friends with you. It's all free. We're going to have a lot of raffles. The sheriff's department was here last year as well. So I believe they're going to be here again, correct? Sergeant Reese, yes, they're going to be here again as well. Deputy Peraza will be speaking again this year. So we're really excited about that. We'll have brunch, so everything's free. So come and enjoy. We will have it also in Spanish. We'll make sure that someone's there. Somebody reached out to us today on our page to see if it'll be in Spanish. So we're going to ensure that we can have it translated as well, to make everybody, feel welcomed. Also, we have, what do we have? Oh, Dia de los Muertos would be November 4th, and that's going to be here at Ayala Park. This will be our 2nd annual one. This one's going to be larger than it was last year. So we're extremely excited about that. We have a lot of singers and performers. We'll be here. The Angels will be here as well. Special needs, they're going to be here as well. So we're really excited. We had them last year at 2 events as well, and they were just great. Christmas, we're not going to be doing a Christmas event. We are going to choose Zimmerman as our school to do our Christmas for. Yeah, because it was a lot of fun last year, so we're going to change it up this year. I think that's it, correct? Oh, Thanksgiving, yes, we have been graciously, we were given donated turkeys. So, a lot of turkeys from our fellow businessman, Mr. Armando from Sonora Tires, has graciously donated lots of turkeys to us this year for Bloomington residents. So we'll be putting together something on our social media to have Bloomington residents sign up. So we usually do it for anybody, but this year it'll be solely for our Bloomington residents for those turkey dinners. So we're really excited for that. He donated 500 turkeys to us. It's amazing. That's what I said when Teresa called and told me. I was speechless. I was sitting there. I was like, "What did you say?" So we're thinking of either doing the turkeys by themselves or we're doing the dinners. So if we do the dinners, would be 200. So we're going to see. Last year we did 300, and believe it or not, all the people signed up and everything. And I think we had about 100 or so left over because people didn't come get them. So yeah. So, or we had them call, "I'm in LA, I forgot. Can you hold it for me?" We don't do that. So, yeah. So, well, if it's full meals, we'll go 200, but it's still, they will go out to Bloomington residents this year. So we're really excited. We're doing a lot of, there's a lot of growth at the Olive Branch. If you walk inside, you'll see it. Senior dinner, we're excited. This is going to be our first annual senior dinner. We're going to do it here. Senior dinner, Christmas dinner. Seniors don't know yet, but it's going to be a Christmas dinner. We're really excited. Supervisor Baca's office is partnered with us on that. They will have, what's on the menu? Prime rib, turkey and ham, and desserts. Karaoke, and we're going to make sure they have raffles as well. So if you're, seniors, you're going to come out. We're going to go ahead and have flyers to announce that day, and bring a friend, +1, however. But it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and I think that was it. Oh, getting what? Yes, we're looking to get gifts. Anybody that wants to donate anything for gifts, for raffles for them, that would be great. Would be greatly appreciated. This is the first time we're going to do this, and Teresa and I are super excited to do this for the seniors. We're really excited about it. So, put your mic on your. If anybody has any ideas, let us know. Anything that you want to implement or you have suggestions, just let us know. We're really excited about it. So, I think that's it. Thank you. Her internet's not working, so. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we do have flyers on the back. We have our brochure. We have our brochure in the back, and we also have flyers for our women's event. She's my brain. And that's all for sure. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Angela. Always something cooking at the Olive Branch, that's for sure. Okay, any other community events? Anyone in the audience? Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. I'm sorry. Now you were
Okay.
weighing in over here with
I know,
Angela.
huh?
Go ahead.
Angela, don't
Your
forget this.
turn.
Just Little League is starting Saturday, so we're excited to be able to still continue to play. So we're super grateful that Aaron made it so that as easy as possible on us. We do appreciate that, Aaron. He's been working really, really hard on trying easy as possible for our family. So we really appreciate that. And for those of you who don't know, Aaron is actually a coach for Little League as well. So he's actually a fantastic coach, I heard, because we got a lot of really good feedback about how good of a coach he is. So kudos to you on that, Aaron. Good job. But yeah, so we're starting league, so we're excited to be starting up. If you come down, you will need to bring a chair, bring your snacks and your drinks as well. Bring a sweater and a run Monday through Thursday games and Saturday games. And if you want any information, I'll be glad to give it to you, or we have it on our Instagram, Facebook account. We're all over the place. But thank you again to Aaron and his staff for keeping Kessler looking beautiful. It still looks beautiful even with all the construction going on. The grass is vibrantly green and very, very well maintained. There's not been any trash or anything. So it's amazingly gorgeous, even with all the construction going on. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. We'll move along to MAC member reports. So Tracy, start us off. Did we miss anything yet?
Thank you for everybody for coming again. We appreciate it. Thank you for your input. If you guys ever have anything else you want to talk off the record, feel free. We try to stay after a little bit. We try not to lag on too much because we do also try to be respectful of special districts' time. They do have to close the park down and they want to go home as well. So, but feel free to always come before the meeting or after the meeting and talk to us, or if maybe there's some kind of event or something you would like to see in our community, let us know. We're opening to always trying to do something new and exciting and different. If there's anything that you guys want to see, let us know.
Angela, anything? You all good? Okay. All right. I just got a couple quick things. We had the opportunity, several of us, at the, I wouldn't say it was a ground, when they put up the sign for the new animal shelter at the original old Ayala Park. And it's kind of an exciting project. It's far more, but this particular one is a full service shelter that's going to have vets on site to take care of animals. And it's going to have a lot of amenities that have never been done in the county of San Bernardino. So it's going to be an interesting project and something to look forward to. Also, I believe the county's moving forward to purchasing property at the corner of Valley and Alder, where there's typically right now there's a truck yard, to have an expansion of the affordable housing project at Lillian Court, third phase, that should be done in the future. So hopefully some of those people talking about would be eligible for housing in that facility when it's built. Let's keep our fingers crossed. On another note, for the staff, Dave's brought up a few. One of the things he's talked about several times, and I wanted to follow up on and haven't. This precedes any of our time here, but there's vacancy tax or going to the community of Bloomington for nonprofits or whatever. Could we look what the history of that is? And I trust Dave's word. He's been around a long time, and he's brought that up to us several times. And I'd like to find out about it. And the last thing, could we also check in with Stephanie and make sure she's still okay and she's going to participate? I have to Pennsylvania right now, and I couldn't fly out, so I was not going to be here. And as you can see, we barely have a quorum. So if we can see Steph, and if she's still wanting to participate and stuff, would be good to know, so we know where we're at, and we make every month. So if we could check in on that, that would be awesome. And if nobody else has anything else for the good of the order, we'll adjourn the meeting at 7:26. And thank you to everyone that came and participated this evening. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Great to see you guys.